Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another scene set in Darkness in Dublin, a Vampire the Masquerade venue. We initially set the scene with just Francis and Katerina. Not Katerina, Katrina. There's a subtle difference. Inside is playing Linkin Park. It's fine. We set the scene with Francis and Katrina as Francis is informing Katrina that there is another county of Clan Toreador, and he would like for her to meet him, as they both come from similar, or rather, they're both in a similar situation, and it may do them both some good to have someone that is a bit easier to relate to than well, either himself or Monique, who are in very different situations. And yeah. But was this Katrina just like, I assume I assume the two are just in the living room, really, just hashing this out.
So there's a new person. Who is it?
His name's Vlad. I don't think you've met him.
Really?
No, you haven't.
He was the one. I'm not sure if you heard about all the ruckus at the party, but he was that guy. It's in the past. I just reference it because it's largely from where most people know him from right now.
That was a Toreador?
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to go into it as a whole mess, but I've settled it with him. It's in the past, so I'm not taking it into account when I approach him. There's a deal, I suppose you could say, has been struck in that regard.
Well, I suppose somebody new is always nice, even if they're a bit quick with the fist.
Well, I'm not sure if he punched anyone. I believe, I know Don over Giovanni punched him. Very hard. Very, very hard. Oof, that hurt. I would know, I've been punched that hard before. That is not pleasant, but regardless. I thought it might do you well to meet him, as I mean, he's from the same. Well, he's from the same time period as you, and is in the same situation as you. I believe he's been embraced for quite a bit longer. He's been around for about 8 years, but he's been a bit confined. So this is time really stretching his feet in the kindred world.
Well, anybody more modern has got to be good for the clan, so I'm definitely willing to meet him. Where is he?
We're all going to meet up at Delano's restaurant. He's Monique's accountant. I'm not sure if you heard. It was pretty prominent news because if
I did hear. I didn't know it was him. I thought she just had a new accountee, but
well, that's why the stipulation is that if she fails to teach him the appropriate etiquette, they both die. So
yeah, that's heavy. Anyway, let's go on.
Yes. Anything in particular you want to bring with you, or just going to travel light this evening?
I don't really have anything to bring with me. My art stuff is upstairs. I have stuff drying and everything.
Yeah, don't you
I'm
have like a
good.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you wanted to show him your sketches. He's a musician. He does vaporwave and synthwave. Francis looks confused.
Okay, that'll be interesting. He may be able to work at the club I'm opening, or at least headline at it. That would be cool. Anyways, let's go on.
Oh, right. Yes, you're building a club. I need to make sure we're not stepping on each other's toes when we're constructing venues because we have that whole large clan project we're working on. Remember?
Actually, no, I don't. I didn't get any information on that. I was in the dark on that one. We'll discuss
Oh,
that another time.
yeah. We can discuss that later. It's not something that needs to be talked about right now. Um, but yes. Well, in any case, right this way.
At this point, Katrina's going to lead the way to Delano's restaurant.
She'll have to get into Francis's car.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, but she's still gonna walk ahead of him as much as she can. She's being polite, but she's still a little petty.
She's being salty. It's fine. Everybody's salty at some point. We're
Oh,
vampires. We're made to be salty. It's kind of like our main purpose. Um,
anyways, get to the restaurant.
yeah. Vroom vroom.
Okay,
To the
at the
other two.
restaurant, however, yeah. So, Vlad, you're about to meet another um fledgling, I suppose. This is the youngest member of our clan before you. Are you excited?
Yeah, you're talking to me, right?
Do you see anyone else around?
Yeah, I'm so elated right now. I cannot wait.
I think it will be good for you to find someone more relatable than me, or the
Yeah,
sheriff, or the primogen for that matter.
yeah.
I think you can help each other out.
I'm sure.
And don't worry, we will leave you some time alone to discuss whatever you need to discuss between each
I need to
other.
discuss
Uh,
something with her.
well, you get to meet her and get to know her a little bit. I do have some
Okay.
business to discuss with the sheriff, so you'll have the time. And I suppose you can be more at ease with her, but keep in mind that whatever you say does reflect on me, so you don't need to be an open book.
Right. Okay.
Just be friendly, see how you can help each other, and see if you like her first and foremost. She's a very
Mm-hmm.
intelligent woman, very
Mm-hmm.
talented as well. And she's good on the eyes as well, so, you know.
Right. You're trying to hook me up?
No,
Good.
no, no. And I'd rather you didn't do much while you're under my accounting, although that's your personal choice.
Okay.
You
So,
should be arriving shortly,
yeah.
actually. You have something to ask? Vlad?
Yes, yes. Sorry. What did you say?
Were you trying to ask me something?
No, I wasn't trying to ask you anything. I'm just waiting for you for your friends to come so they can be my friends too, apparently.
One can only hope.
Yeah.
But yes, Katrina and Francis arrive. If Monique's or Vlad are out front, they'll see Francis' car parking up. At which point, Francis and
Monique will go towards the door to greet them and will gesture to Vlad to stand out.
Yeah, I'll stand up.
yeah, Francis and
Who's coming
an
in
unfamiliar
first?
lady will emerge. Pardon?
Who's going in first?
Katrina will.
Yeah, sure, she can be petty. It's fine.
Hey, she's still
Monique
being
will
nice.
go. Yeah,
Katrina,
Monique will go and kiss her on the cheeks, greet her.
yeah, Katrina's gonna give her a hug and just say, "Hey, how have you been? I see you're still
Good
kicking."
evening. So far, yes. How are
That's
you
good.
feeling? Are you
A bit better. I've been kind of holed up in my room. You've, quite honestly, has come out to help you and greet you and see everything that's going on. So I have to thank you for that. You're the one that's getting me out of the little art hole that I've created for myself, like a goblin.
It's starting to become a tradition, I believe. Please
Hmm.
come in. And then I'll move on to Francis and I guess kiss him on the cheek as well. Try to seem a bit more conservative
Hmm.
and probably failing.
Francis, Francis just does the French kisses thing. He's very good at it. He's very used to it. It's kind of, I mean, he's
Yeah,
he's
let's
lived
not
in
call it
Paris for God knows
French
how long.
kissing, okay? Because it means something else.
Yeah,
This is
Francis is just
yeah.
better at composure than Monique. It's fine. Significantly better.
I can probably do it, but I don't want to roll right now. Like seriously.
Francis just does his standard greeting, which is, you know. But yeah.
Please come over here.
Monique, Vlad, good to see you again.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Sheriff.
Vlad, I would like you to meet Dr. Green.
Hello, Doctor.
Katrina, this is Vlad, my accountant.
Nice to meet you, Vlad. How are you?
Um, I'm just fine, thank you.
Oh,
It's a pleasure to meet you.
you can continue. You can call me Katrina. Everyone in the clan calls me Katrina. The only
Okay,
new
Katrina.
once I haven't met them. If I haven't met somebody, then it's Dr. Green.
Okay, Katrina. It's a pleasure to meet you once again.
Likewise.
Oh, please take a sit. Would you like some beverages, perhaps?
Yeah, good joke. Haha.
Well, some of us are able to consume them.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Not.
not going to say. I'd like to take up on that offer. Delano's beverages are the finest in the city.
What would you like?
He comes up with some convoluted French wine.
All right, give me a minute. I'll go get it for you. It's after
Let
hours,
me,
not many people around.
let me,
Are you rolling?
Chateauneuf du Pape les Clefs du Paradis.
Oh my
God.
god. Anyway, Monique
Or
will go to the wine cellar or wine fridge, whatever they have there. I'm not sure on that.
just have some.
And bring a nice bottle with a nice balloon glass. Wait, is that red or white?
He'll just have, actually, to be fair, he'll just have some Chateau Cheval Blanc, which is red.
White, probably. No, red.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So you get a balloon glass. Congrats.
Right, yay.
Well, I guess since our staff isn't here, I'll have to do all the serving by myself. Are you sure you can handle the whole battle?
Francis looks at you a bit confused.
You're the only one drinking, dear.
You don't get drunk.
Yeah, but you don't get to keep it either.
Just pour me a glass.
Sure. So pouring the wine in the glass. And I will actually activate heightened senses to smell the wine, because that's next best thing, I suppose.
So, Vlad, how long have you been in Dublin?
A few nights. I think a week or two.
What brought you here?
Uh, my own curiosity, I suppose.
Okay.
Well, a few nights, but he managed to become infamous already. I mean, that could be considered a talent, right?
Yeah, I feel blessed. How about
Now
you?
you do.
How many years have you been around here?
Say what now?
How many years have you been in
Um,
Dublin? Or whatever?
I was born and raised in Dublin. I went to school here, university here, med school here. My practice is here, or not my practice, the hospital I work at is here. And I was turned here, or embraced. It's hard to get out of the mortal mindset still. It's been maybe 3 months now, 4 months.
Oh, okay. So you're a newbie too, then.
She's quite fresh, yes.
Yeah, I did have the luxury of being left in the clan of my sire, though I don't know where that person is.
Oh, well,
I guess you kind of
those
have that in common, right?
those tricky sires.
Mhm. Anyway, I think we shall let you kids talk. We do have some business to discuss with the sheriff. Unless you would like to finish your wine first.
Feel free to
Oh,
take
no,
the wine
quite
with
sure.
you.
And that's what I was going to say.
What were you going to say?
I'll just take the wine with me.
Okay, great. Please join me in the private room then. And we'll see you guys later, I suppose.
Okay,
Have
out of
fun.
character, are y'all coming back in here? Or are we gonna close out?
We'll see. I mean, see how your scene goes, and if you see that it's coming to a stalemate and we're not done yet, let us know on the Facebook chat, and we'll see how it will go. Winging
Alright,
it.
alright, just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So they'll walk away and go to the private room, and Chris go start the hangy.
Okay, I'll invite you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vlad will just stay on his phone. He won't say anything.
He'll just what?
He'll just stay on his phone.
So,
He's on awkwardly on his phone.
yeah. So, tell me about yourself. I mean, we're both new. Monique thought it would be good to have both of us meet and get to know each other because we could possibly help each other out, either with adjusting or with whatever our talents are. So, feel free to go on a long tangent about yourself.
Uh, I'm not the type who goes on personal tangents like that. I don't know. I'm a musician. I've lived in Prague for like my entire uh, vampire life or kindred life, whatever. And I was I'm a musician, and I make music, and yeah, you've you've heard about me probably from the club like last week or whenever that was.
I did see that. I didn't know what was. I didn't know it was you and that you were a member of Clan Toreador and you were new. I didn't know who it was. I just saw somebody get their head bashed in.
Yeah, that was me.
Well, you've recovered nicely.
Yeah, well, I have no issues with that. Punch in the face is nothing for someone like us, I suppose. It got healed in like 15 minutes.
Yeah, the healing aspect that we have has both frightened and amazed me more than once since the embrace. It got me into a tight space once, and now I just kind of like step back because unless I'm in the office, then I'm like, okay, everybody can heal themselves. Unless I'm in the office where people are actually in trouble.
Yeah, so hold on, you're a toreador, but you're a doctor, so you're not an artist.
I am an
Oh,
artist. I just went to school for doctorate of medicine, and I work at the hospital. I do emergency shifts and whatnot. Like I obviously night shift, but I work in the emergency room.
yeah,
And
that okay.
but I do art just as a fun thing. I don't really do it for profit exactly, although I hope to have a maybe an exhibition one day soon.
Yeah,
See if
well,
that
I
hmm?
haven't seen many people be interested in paintings anymore these days. So maybe
Yeah.
you can catch the elite, but the elite are they smell their own farts, so I suppose they're not going to pay attention at first. But hey, you have a few hundred years to become popular.
True.
Like
Um the Francis said you did a vaporwave and synthwave. What got you into that?
the my music taste and the fact that I don't have to have a proper studio to make that kind of music. I just need a MIDI controller and a laptop,
That
and
is
that's it.
really cool.
Yeah, it's everyone is doing it these days. It's so accessible nowadays to make music.
It really is. I've seen Like when I was little, it was always auto tune, and now it's gone from auto tune to just voices entirely created digitally rather than just a voice being edited. And
Oh,
it's
like Vocaloid,
really
yeah.
it's really interesting to see.
Yeah, especially when the robot voice is kawaii anime girl from Japan, who is also a hologram when playing live with a live band.
If
Can't
I were
imagine.
to watch a hologram of anyone or listen to robot voice of anyone, I'd prefer it be somebody who existed, and then it would probably be an edited voice. But
Yeah, like Tupac.
I was thinking more along the lines of Elvis, but
Yeah,
sure.
well, Tupac was a hologram a few years ago.
Say what now?
Tupac, he was a hologram at a live show in Lollapalooza, if I'm not, or Coachella.
Okay, I didn't hear about that. I've just
It was
kind of.
like in 2012 or something.
Okay. Yeah, I probably wasn't paying much attention to current events then. I was in med school.
Yeah. The Snoop Dogg then showed up on stage to play with the Tupac hologram. There
That's
was,
interesting.
yeah,
The, do you have residence here? Are you able to stay here and whatnot?
yeah,
Okay.
considering I am now under Monique's accounting, I have to, uh, I suppose I have to stay now,
Okay.
especially after that whole thing with the club. So, yeah.
Yeah. Have people been too rough with you after that?
Well, no, because, you know, uh, people can't seem to take a joke here, so I'll just keep to myself.
That can't hurt.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier to hold yourself into just kind of hold in on yourself and work on your own thing for a while rather than deal with outer society.
Yeah,
Because
well,
it is kind of a mess.
I don't have my thing going on right now. My thing is Monique's thing, so well, at least until the time expires. And 3 months, that's not much, so I'm patient enough.
I mean, you can learn your way around kindred society in 3 months. I mean, I've taken a bit
Yeah,
longer, but if it's really crunched down, then yeah, it won't take very long.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Have you figured out your abilities yet?
Some of them, I suppose,
Yeah, I
but
learned.
uh,
Hmm?
I was gonna say that it's a work in progress.
I know what you mean. Mine are as well. I've used two of them. I haven't had to use the third, but one day soon.
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
They are fun to play around with, though.
Well, that's I suppose that's relative. It's from person to person, right?
What was the last thing you said?
I was saying that I suppose it's relative. I'm sorry, I kind of lost you for a sec there.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, you hear about auras and people moving faster than the speed of light as a child, and as if you're into the occult or anything as a teenager, and to figure out that it actually exists is mind blowing in a way.
Yeah, I think everyone went through that experience and sort of excitement. But I'm sure it wears off very quickly, especially when you're always hungry.
True. Although there's ways. Do you know about the ability of having a herd?
Yeah,
Okay. So there's ways to have like a steady supply of food.
yeah.
And if worse comes to worse, in my case, I can always just jack a donor bag from the hospital.
Oh, you can feed on bags.
Out of character, I'm guessing. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
well,
In character, yeah, as long as it's not tainted blood or anything, we're fine.
yeah.
People can drink it from a bag, from the source, from a glass. It doesn't really matter. Some choose to have a specific type. Some really dislike a specific type. Some prefer animals. It depends. I'd rather have consent from a human being than an animal. So, and I wasn't a vegan in life, but if it's an option to have consent from a human being, then it's easier.
I see, I see. To each their own, I suppose.
What?
To each their own, I suppose.
I mean, the idea of a hunt is thrilling in its own right, but it's just the ease of it versus the thrill is what I've had to take into account. So, what else? What else are you into? What was your info on your embrace? If you want to talk about that, whatever you want to chat about.
Oh, I don't know. I guess I became viral on the internet after I released a digital album, and suppose my sire caught wind of that and saw the opportunity to keep in touch with the constantly evolving world of the cane. So he made me, even though he doesn't understand what the internet is. He just knows I make music that is appreciated by the masses.
Though you're well known.
I suppose so, yeah. I mean, people recognize me on the streets, even here, I guess. I don't know. I barely went out, to be honest. And I'm trying to avoid public view.
I have to have you headline at the club once it opens.
Yeah, if. Yeah, I'm just going to send you my songs if you want. I don't have to play them. Because I'm not a live musician, I'm a studio musician.
Yeah, sure. It's a few months off. Like anyway, it's like 6 months to a year off from opening anyway. So it's a work in progress.
Yeah, that's a long ass time. I'm not even going to keep it in my mind for now, because that it's so far ahead in the future right now.
Yeah. But out of character, what I'm gonna do is I have a rooftop club, um, mid floor like lounge, and then the first floor is gonna be a pool, like huge pool room with like jacuzzis on the side and whatnot,
Yeah, it's
like
going to
private
be a
rooms.
posh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because there's not something for Kindred in Dublin if they want to swim. Like I haven't seen anything since I've played, so
Yeah, I understand. I get it. Yeah, Vlad is not going to like that.
What now?
Nah, I'm just saying that Vlad is not going to like posh things. Well, he won't appreciate the effort you put into your luxury. Let me tell you that much.
What is his style more like? I mean, there's vaporwave and synthwave, but what is it if it's not luxury?
The style, well, there's a difference between the music genre and the lifestyle in general.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't figure out his lifestyle because he's dressed like any other kindred. He's wearing a suit and he's well maintained. But from judging from his posture, he doesn't look like he usually wears suits.
Okay.
Like he's slouched on the seat and just staring down at his phone screen, looking through social media and stuff.
He's a normal person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in character, Katrina's gonna start talking about the club. It's gonna be mostly not neon, but the most sleek area is gonna be the mid floor lounge. I mean, the top is gonna definitely be like club vibe, club scene type. I don't know, probably a lot of neon and black lights.
Yeah. How many people are building a club?
Are building it right now. I've just got the contract squared away with a gentleman, and it's we have to go scouting for buildings soon, so it's not even
Oh,
it's
okay.
not even being built yet. Like it,
Yeah.
I'm hoping to find a warehouse because I want to find that kind of almost,
Post-industrial aesthetic.
yeah, a bit industrial, a bit banged up.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and then just like work with the industrial theme of it, and then kind of mesh that and like ultra modern, but still have the rooftop be very much a party central type deal.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, you should figure out a way to move that party central in other places when it's winter.
What
During winter.
what now?
I said that during winter you should find a place other than the rooftop
I mean,
because it's gonna be cold and shit.
it will be. I'm hoping to end up having a by the time winter rolls around, I'm hoping to have like a built like solarium type thing. So it's just like windows everywhere, so it will have heat from the sun in the day, although nobody's going to be at the club during the day. And at night it can just be have like some heavy curtains wrapped around so there's a skylight view but still some insulation.
Mm-hmm. I see, I see.
I'm more the visionary behind it. The other gentleman, my partner, is more the architectural minded and
Another
financial minded.
Toreador?
Oh no, he's not a Toreador. He's a Malkavian.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, well, careful not to get your club burnt down after it's been opened or something.
Sure. Eventually I'd like it to be an Elysium, so there's like very little chance of it getting burned down. But for now it's gonna be mortal focused so I can bring in enough revenue to build the other levels.
An Elysium? Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're too fresh to be able to handle an Elysium, to be honest.
Oh yeah, an Elysium would cost so much money. And that would be far down the road once everything is well established and debts are paid off and
And
There's
maybe you gain a
petty
few decades too.
and what?
And maybe you gain a few decades too.
Maybe.
Because again, you've been around for 3 months, so
Yeah, 3, 4.
it's like a fucking eye blink of an eye for most people here.
Yeah, 3, 4 months is like a blink of an eye for mortals.
Yeah.
I just kind of decided to throw myself in, so.
Yeah, well, what's the worst that can happen? You died once already.
I hope to not be as blunt or crass with my throwing in, if that makes any sense at all.
Well, you didn't get sucked in the face yet, have you?
Not yet.
Yeah. So you're doing fine. Doing just fine.
I'm kind of waiting on a few on a few punches in the face. Well, I'm not thinking I'd get punched in the face. I'm thinking I'd probably, if anything, I'd get slapped in the face. If anything, that's where I'm headed. But
Uh,
I'll live.
well, I don't know. I don't know if kindred take into consideration the gender anymore in order to be more soft with girls than boys, or women than men.
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat yourself?
Yeah,
I
I
wasn't
said
kidding when I said I wasn't kidding when I said I'm deaf as a son of a bitch.
yeah, I said that I don't think the kindred uh, 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 you know differentiate the sexes. I don't think they'll be softer on you just because you're a woman.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. I just meant in the nature of trouble. Sometimes the nature of trouble is more violent, and sometimes it is more, I don't know, more socially petty, I suppose. Whereas one would cause fists to break out, another would cause I don't know, it's like a slap fight almost. It just depends on the nature of things.
Yeah, well, our
But I mean
nature.
for more violent things, I have no problem carrying, so.
Carrying what heat? Are you packing?
No, I mean a gun.
Yeah, that's what I meant to.
Okay, I have no problem carrying. That's not an issue.
Oh,
Easier that than my hands. I need my hands to work.
well, you have a pistol or what?
Yeah, I don't take it everywhere unless I feel like there's the chance for danger, and I'm pretty good at figuring out when there's a chance for danger. Actually, that's a complete lie. I'm terrible at figuring out when there's a chance for danger. I
Yeah,
just don't tend to take it everywhere.
yeah, it's probably safest that you take it everywhere.
Yeah, I might start
You might start.
taking it everywhere.
Oh, well, you never know these days. These nights, actually.
True.
And Ireland's. I don't think Ireland has a weapon issue like America has. So,
I really don't know. I'm guessing, and I'm guessing out of character. I'm guessing in Ireland it's more regulated and
no, I
restricted.
think it's straight up illegal, like in UK in general,
Huh.
like all of Europe actually. It's straight up illegal to own a firearm.
Are you saying straight up legal or illegal?
Illegal. There are
Oh,
no guns. People don't get killed by guns here. They get killed by knives or other means.
that sounds wonderful.
No, yeah, well,
I mean, I can out of character still. I mean, I can walk my dog. I live in a subdivision. I can walk my dogs at like 3 in the morning, and I hear a gunshot. I don't like. I'm guessing it's just like a party round, like people just being stupid because I'm southern, kind of, and there's a whole lot of rednecks around. But
yeah, the creme de la crop. The rednecks, that is.
yeah, I'm not a fan. I mean, I have the accent, and it probably sounds way worse to anybody who's not American. But even on American standards, I mean, I go one state away, and it's like, oh, are you from Tennessee? And I'm like, no, I'm from Virginia. Like Tennessee tends to have a worse accent, but
Oh, oh, you have
um,
an American accent, so.
yeah, it's pretty heavy. So, still out of character, is there anything else you want our characters to discuss? Or,
Well, I don't know. Vlad is doing this out of obligation. No
oh,
offense. he's not really he's not really willing to talk much.
okay.
He just wants to get it out of the way just to make people not punch him anymore.
Okay, well,
So
it's,
he'll be on his phone like he won't even look at you. He'll be like, when is this? He's just, you know, he's waiting it out, I suppose. He's like, when is this going to end?
okay. So, Katrina, I'm guessing this is pretty obvious. So, Katrina's gonna end up just saying, hey, if you need anyone to talk to, if Monique kind of gets to be a little too much, she's wonderful. I love her. But if she ends up getting a little too much for you, if Francis gets a little too irritating with you, uh, if you want somebody to talk to who's a little more modern, I suppose, here, and she's gonna give him her business card, but she has her actual number written on it. Just like here, currently I'm staying with Francis, and I do have my own place, but it's not been super safe recently, so I've been there. I'm gonna
Has
let
it been
you get back,
invaded?
huh?
Has it been invaded?
Not exactly. It's just what's been going on recently. So it's been safer for me to stay with someone higher up.
What's been going on exactly, anyway?
Well, there was a an attack at the Elysium on the night that I asked for domain, or for on the night that I asked to be able to stay in the prince's domain. That was my first night. Um, there's been fires and a portal as a result of the attack. It's been a little weird. Things are kind of slowing down now, but and I hope to be able to go back to my place. In all honesty, I really want to go back home. But it's just been a bit safer right now. It's nothing you need to worry yourself about. Just keep your head down like you're doing now, pretty much.
Yeah.
And she's referencing to him literally having his head down at his phone. And
Funny.
she's gonna go on and get up and go to Francis's car. Like she's like, it was nice meeting you.
Hey, nice meeting you too, Katrina. Let me know how the club is going along, and if you
Yeah, I
need any
will.
help, let me know.
I will for sure. I may need a more club scene eye.
Yeah, sure. Though Though my eyes aren't as good as they were. My ears, however, are sharper than ever.
But you seem to have more experience with clubs. I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
Uh, Maybe, but you should talk with the Ventru. They know how to make a business,
Oh
and
yeah,
the club is a business. So
yeah. I have to.
I don't suggest having a Malkavian to be just just a thing. Just saying,
He's wonderful for business. He's an architect and everything. He's great for business.
Yeah,
I
he's a Malkavian too. I mean, yeah, okay. You know what I mean. The Malkavians aren't the stablest bunch of us all.
I know what
Who,
you meant. I just haven't had any negative experiences with this person, so I'm not led to believe that he's as Malkavian as most Malkavians appear to be. If
well,
that makes
the more normal they seem, the more fucked up they actually are. I think.
Oh well, he's good with business.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I maybe for the more some visual aspects, I have most of what I want planned, but some stuff I may want a different view on. And I'll probably come to you for that.
Yeah, of course. You can.
But in any case, if you need anything, if you just want to chat, feel free to message. I'm often up during the day still because I just stay awake for days on end sometimes. But
You stay awake during the daylight.
sometimes if I get too into a piece and I have to finish it, or if I really want to work on a piece but I had to work that night, I have very heavy curtains. I'm okay to be in my room in the daytime.
Yeah, it's. I don't think. Yeah, okay. Because I thought that you just fall asleep like an exhausted human after a long day of work.
No, I
You
think
just can't help yourself and fall asleep. Well, fall asleep between quotation marks, but you're actually dead.
I don't know. I'm get she can get into her she gets into her art like super into a piece and she just like time goes by quickly and she doesn't pay attention to time.
Yeah,
And if she falls asleep, she wakes back up and keeps going for it and whatnot. So
yeah. It sounds like I've heard that before. Yeah.
yeah, a little bit of a crazed artist type once in a while when she gets into a mood for it. But in any case, if you need anything, feel free to chat. And Katrina's gonna go on and dip out. She's gonna go on to the car. She's gonna wait in the car for Francis whenever he
Okay.
and Monique are done. Like she's gonna go chill.
Okay. Take it easy, Katrina. Don't get stabbed now.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna stop the broadcast.